Good morning, YouTuberinos. It is I, Mike Martins. Welcome to Morning Coffee with Mike. I'm here with my Rosebud. We're just chilling out here. We're in our favorite spot here, a few minutes out of town. Nice and quiet. We got the sprinklers going. It is 31 centigrade already in the morning. 31 centigrade in early morning. Not early morning, but mid-morning. We're almost to noon. But yesterday was a record 46 degrees centigrade. Scorching heat here, absolute scorching heat. So what is happening? Well, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my live streaming channel where we'll be doing our live streaming on, and I'm just kind of safer, you know what I'm saying? Also, I started a how to install thing. I'm showing upgrades on my bathroom I'm working on. So I am working on a bathroom. So I want you guys to check that out and see what's going on, because I've been doing updates on the house. And it's coming along slowly with this whole BS COVID thing. It's really starting to piss me off. All right, so what's happening? So they're talking about the Canadian commercial real estate pointing to post-COVID economic upswing. This is the CBRE reporting this. Well, I don't know how many times we should talk about this, but it's kind of important. Public and private sector. So private sector is mom and pop's businesses. You're talking about your hair salons. You're talking about people, construction workers, people that do their own thing, that have their own businesses, to pay their own taxes, and they invest in the infrastructure of the country by paying taxes, right? Well, what's happening is I don't see commercial going up anywhere in the United States or Canada, because there's a reported 94,000 small businesses closed in the province of Ontario. And then now in Los Angeles, they're saying they're reporting in the hundreds of thousands of small business closures that it will never see the light of day ever again. So that is kind of scary, because how are you going to fund the public sector, which means our firefighters, our ambulance drivers, our garbage men? They might, you know what? Let me tell you a secret. They might just actually, come to think about it, privatize it, where they're going to hand it off and privatize it to other companies with a little surcharge of a fee, right? Right. Okay, so here, what else is going on? So Bitcoin leads crypto higher in defiance of decentralizing, right? So it's going to be very hard for them to try and decentralize something without a middleman, and obviously with no middleman. And I don't know. I know crypto. I understand crypto, but we'll see what happens with that. Now they're reporting that people are now ready to go for a second dose. So that's what it's saying here. All eligible, and children now. So we'll talk about that on Mike in the Night on our live stream if we don't get shut down. What else is going on? Well, the Biden tax hikes are coming into view. Don't be fooled. A bipartisan infrastructure deal still leaves room for tax hikes on businesses and the wealthy. So what businesses are they talking about? I think they're talking about the small businesses. Now, I'm not sure what the corporate tax return is on a small business in America. If you have a few rental units you're renting out, or maybe if you have a dollar store on the corner, or maybe you managed to survive this BS that's been going on in the last 2 years, it's going to get tougher and it's going to get more expensive. And they're coming municipalities are coming through with property tax hikes. So municipalities, so someone was telling me, Mike, what if your house goes down a couple of $100,000 in value, right? So remember, I left the city, guys, so I bought in a small town. And housing has just doubled or tripled in its value in 5 years. So with all the people leaving the major cities, right? And I still think about that video I made. Get out of Vancouver, get out of Sydney, get out of Auckland, get out of the major cities. And this was 5 years ago. And I went ahead and actually took my own words of wisdom and moved out of the damn city. Okay, so that's a major issue. So municipalities are going to be raising property taxes to float their boats. But here's the problem with that. If the housing prices go down, they're just going to keep increasing property taxes to stay within what you already paid. So let's say, well, my house is going to go down in price. And I might save a bit on my property tax. You won't. They'll just increase the property tax to offset what you're paying now. So there's a lot of commercial properties back in 2019. I don't know if you remember, we were talking on trends in the housing market. We were talking about one of our older live streams that we used to have. And we were talking about how commercial property taxes in Vancouver, in cities like Seattle, Washington, and that people are paying an arm and a leg, like $8,000, $4,000 a month for property tax. In New York, same thing. Absolute ludicrousness. And they're going to come after you through property tax. And then you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you own, and you're damned if you don't own, and you're damned if you own. Right? So here it is. STB receives hundreds of comments about CN voting. Trust U.S. railway deadline. Canada's two largest railways remain at loggerheads about the first major U.S. railway acquisition in more than 20 years. So Kansas City Southern Lines, right? Okay, that's one more we're talking about too. And stock trade mixed on Wall Street after big gains last week. So people, the money gamblers, are trying to figure out, you know, especially when they're lending out money 10 times your worth to put more money into the markets. Oil drops, a spread of Delta variant threatens demand recovery. Again, guys, these are signs to maybe sell and buy on the dip. Don't take my advice on anything because I can't read. Also, top federal official skeptical about the U.S. digital dollar, the need for a U.S. digital dollar. Everyone's going to have to go towards it. They're addressing it here, saying, do we need this? It doesn't matter if they're addressing we don't need it or we're skeptical about it. That means they're addressing it, so that means they're bringing it up in conversation. Remember how they use language, folks. We don't need this, and then 6 months later, maybe we do. And then we told you guys about this 6 months ago. It's not a secret. F9 security, highest opening weekend of COVID. So F9 saw the highest openings weekend of COVID. So I'm not going to get into that right now. Amazon to open new warehouse that will use robotics in Alberta next year. So there it is right there. So now Amazon, I don't know if you saw that episode of South Park where they were talking about what was going on with the new Amazon opening up a location in South Park. I don't know if you guys saw that. Well, all the robotics started taking over and people were no longer being treated like humans anymore because, yeah, so that's that right there. So South Park did really good. South Park is doing a good job uncovering the reality of things. UK confident about July reopening despite soaring cases. The UK is a basket case. It's a gong show in the UK. Catch our mic in the night on our other channel. Replay. Check it out. We were covering the UK protests, tens of thousands of people protesting. The UK, more and more people are coming out to fight against this lockdown. These lockdowns have been destroying economies, families, relationships, countries, people's peace of mind. Suicide rates are up. Everything's up. Right. So what else is going on here? Let's see if I got something else to tell you guys this morning. So Bill C-25, we talked about that on the other show there. We the Censored. Guys, check that out. We the Censored. We are the censored, right? Okay. Automakers can't have a business without infrastructure. Yeah. So there it is. Beam Global President and CEO Desmond Wheatley joins Yahoo Finance to live discuss the future of electric vehicles. What else? The world's top, that's an ad. I almost read an ad. NASDAQ 100 rallies towards record in risk-off day wrap-ups. So the day's wrapping up, and I've been looking at my stocks, and they're hit and miss. Just be careful, guys, on what you're in right now. Hong Kong to ban passenger flights from UK to curb virus. So the virus is so big in the UK with tens of thousands of people. You see, in a pandemic, there's a 21% death rate. Look it up. And in the UK with these massive protests, yeah, and Hong Kong passenger flights from UK to curb virus. Or could it be the capital flight leaving Hong Kong in mass money leaving the shores of China? And that's why we're seeing a massive... Amerifornia is on its way. So Amerifornia is here, and Amerifornia ain't going anywhere for many years. Because the new president-elect is making making it very clear, right? What else? The latest, Indonesia greenlights vaccines for 12 and older. So they're greenlighting vaccines for different age groups. So we're going to look at what's happening and keep a close eye on it because you know what they do. More young people are buying life insurance because of COVID. Well, I've had life insurance since I was 18. I don't think more people are buying. I think more people are getting it for peace of mind, right? And we got here infrastructure deal targets lead pipes. So again, more and more lead pipes are surfacing. Before this whole COVID thing came out in September of last year, of 2019, we were discussing the amount of lead pipes and outdated infrastructure in Canada's water, and other parts of the United States that make Flint, Michigan look like a joke in when you look at it side by side. A new heat wave builds across U.S. Northwest, shattering records. So people are finding lakes and cool spots to cool down because it is going to get warm. This one's a good one. Belarus cuts cooperation on migration with EU over sanctions. And what else is going on? That's about it. So I kind of wanted to throw this out there for you guys. Channel is back up now, so we're going to keep it kind of kosher on here. But go ahead and subscribe to our Mike in the Night and live streams there on that channel, so you guys can keep up to what's going on with the live stream, so you guys could call in. I want more callers to call in. I want to build a bigger call-in, I want to hear from everybody all over the world. Also, I would like to, and How To Projects channel, How To and Lifestyle, I kind of want to keep that a little bit separate because people are asking me, how's your garden this year? How's this? How's that? Well, you can see it on that channel and keep it simple, keep it nice and clean. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Look forward to reading your comments. God bless, and thank you for watching.